Good morning girls, it's Tuesday and this week's video has a script. So the reason for this week's video is having a script is I have lots of almost exciting and maybe entertaining things to tell you, and I don't really want to forget. So this week's video is coming to you in 6 parts. Part 1, my mini challenge for you girls. Part 2, this week's theme. Part 3, My Little Ponies. Part 4, ball dresses. Part 5, unpacking the podcast. And Part 6, challenges. Part 1. So, like Mr. John Green, I never quite learnt long division. And of this I'm kind of embarrassed, but not necessarily quite embarrassed enough to learn it. So I put forth a challenge for you girls this week. So what small and trivial thing are you girls embarrassed that you never quite learnt to do? Part 2, an introduction to our books and DVD collections. Okay, so I finished unpacking nearly all of my boxes yesterday, which means I've finished unpacking pretty much all of my books, except for a couple which are still in my parents'. All my books are pretty much scattered between 4 different places. My bookshelf in my room, my small bookshelf on my desk, and then the bookshelf in the lounge. And then the final one is at my parents' place, and I've got a few novels there which aren't in my collection here. Even though I'm picky about what I buy, I do love owning novels that I love, and I do like owning reference books as well. Actually, my dream is to own a small personal library of reference books full of books about folklore, cryptozoology, anthropology, and science. But as of now, I only have a few. The other type of book I actually love owning is illustrated children's books. The other thing I own, which I'm proud of, is my collection of Disney Adventure magazines, of which I have nearly every volume released between 1994 and 2000 when they were bought out. As well as this, I also have a collection of my favourite manga, XXX Holic and Tsubasa. In addition to all my books, I also have a reasonable collection of DVDs. The majority of my DVDs are anime or Japanese cartoons. The rest of my collection is mostly made up of Disney movies, which I adore, and some of my favourite movies of all time, including Hook and Back to the Future.